What is Texas? Texas is a state in the South. No, that's not what I want. I want to know what Texas is. Geographical name Texas. No, that's not what I want. I want to know what is Texas. Ugh, this is hopeless. I guess I'll have to explain it myself. I guess I'll start by pointing out that all of Texas doesn't really matter. Well, that's a little harsh. It does matter, but I'm only talking about a certain part of Texas. You know? Because I haven't visited every inch of Texas. That would take forever. Texas, the state with beautiful, diverse landscapes from the east to the west, from deserts to grasslands to lush fields and forests. It is a mighty sight to see. In the evening, witness another sight, the magnificent Texas sunsets, which stretch across the sky, displaying a wide arrangement of pinks, oranges, and blues. A vast array of wildlife which thrives on these lands includes the longhorn cattle, wild hogs, and the common river otter. Texas summers are great for water sports, fishing, and iced tea, and the winters are perfect for snuggling up with loved ones by the fire. But there's more than just the land when it comes to the wonders of Texas. The core of Texas comes from the locals, and the many stories filled with laughs, mysteries, and shenanigans.
It's where you lynch people if they cross you. The people are nice and the ladies are nice. You know, they got good racks, good hats, good bags, if you say so. I think this is a PG show, you know. We have nice food, nice looking boys, and nice weather for the most part. Don't have to worry about getting snowed in. There was some boy about 60 years back. His parents thought it would be fun to get him a baby hog. Well, before they knew it, that sucker was 4 foot wide and they couldn't handle him, so they just let him go. And I'm darn convinced that that thing had testicles the size of watermelons. And he found some lone lady hog, and you know what happens when that happens. Nowadays, there's hogs all over these lands, and I am for sure blaming that kid's idiot parents for getting suckered into buying a baby menace to society. What do I do when I see him? What do I do? What do you think I do? I shoot him. He'll tear this here house down piece by piece until there's nothing left. I hope they all die in fire. When I was young, there was this diner that I worked at. Then after work, I go to this club that we had in the town where all the cute boys hung out. Man, they were cute as pumpkins. There was one boy named Hamilton, and he was fond of me. He moved up north soon after we met, so not much happened. Well, I let him kiss me a couple times, but I told him it was way too soon to get into that sex stuff. Maybe that wasn't the best choice, but he was a hoot, and it's too late now, so. Oh, did I mention they have the cutest little shops in town? There was this one place called Purple Butt Skin. They have these little trinkets I like to buy for Mama. I went there so much that they almost knew my name better than I did. Oh my stars. I almost forgot they had the cutest little shiny things that hung from the ceilings. Never could figure out what those were for, but that's fine. Oh, I got a good one. When I was a kid, it's probably like 4, 5, 7, 9. My parents, for Christmas, they got me a hog. He was the most precious thing I had ever seen. And he had a big sack which I aspired to be. We named him Porky, and he was my best friend for so long. Eventually, he got too big, and we couldn't keep him in the house anymore. He started carrying up the furniture and trying to eat my sister. We had to get rid of him, and I don't really know what my parents do with him. Now sometimes I see his friends, and I say, "Hey, Hog!" People here are nice, but I swear some of them are so dumb. They're so dumb they should be lynched for a living. I got a butcher shop in town, and sometimes I go in to see how it's going and everything, and I see this girl all the time. She's a nice looking lady, but I guess that's how she gets along, because she, from what I've seen, is as dumb as a bale of hay, I tell you. She goes in the same stores about every time I'm down there. And these aren't like grocery stores where she'll get her groceries or what have you not, but she goes in these stupid little trinket stores that are downtown for the tourists. Sometimes when she goes in there, she gets dumbfounded by the simplest things. One time I saw her, and she looked at these like shiny hanging things that they had. She asked the store owner, "What's this?" I swear, it looked like the store owner told her about 5 times those things are just for decoration, and she just wasn't going through her head. And sometimes I also see her flirting with the older storekeepers down there. I swear, she came over here, I'd have to fart on her or something to keep her away, or maybe pull my gun out, but maybe she wouldn't know what that was and look down the barrel and oopsie daisies. Well, it wouldn't be that big of a shame if that critter were gone, huh? When I was about, I don't know, maybe 25, 17, something like that, I had this babe who hated fishing. She never left because she was all over me, head for heels. I think her name was Macy or Lola or Deb. She had cute little curls in her hair, but that's not the point. She loved my cooking. I mainly cook fish because it's free, but she hated the smell of fish. I love the fresh blood and the just died gut smells. Ooh, gets my heart racing just thinking about it. Well, I guess eventually after some time, her body gave up on me because I fed her fish, and one day she just couldn't hold them down anymore. So she left after covering my living room in vomit a couple times, but that's fine. My dog Lucas, he was a good old pal, not only during those times because emotions, but because he helped clean up the vomit. Lived, born, raised in Texas here. 60 years now, if not more. My dad was a farmer here and raised corn and beef. Things were different back then. Not as many cars. Texas is a good place, man. I like it out here because it's a good place for fishing, and in the daytime you can catch some bass and trout, maybe some crappie. And then at night you catch catfish out on the water all the time. Sometimes I'll be on the dock. Sometimes I'll be in my motor machine on the water. I always forget my daggum sunscreen, so I have to wear long sleeves when I go out in public. Got a little bad sunburn. I'm gonna get cancer, but it's fine. If that's where the Lord wants me, that's where the Lord will take me. Then I can go fishing in heaven. In my free time, I also like to do tools, and I like to build. I worked on my motor machine in the water a couple days ago because it broke its spinner, and the spinner do hick. You know, the one that makes it go. And so I fixed that. That was fun. I was born and raised here in Texas. I just have loved shopping my whole life. My grandma used to run this little store with all these little fadoodles. I was convinced that I was born out of the womb with money in my hands, so I'm ready to spend it. So any handsome fellas that are available, call me. I will spend your money for you. I like to cook some, corn, potatoes, and chicken, and not fond of fish though. There was this boy that I used to be with a while back. He used to fix me fish all the time, and excuse me, I can't even think about it now. That was a weird boy. He let me stay with him when I was between waitress jobs, so I needed a place to live. I lived here all my life, and that girl, Lola or Macy or Deb, whatever her name was, she lived here too, and I haven't really dated any girls since, but, you know, they're nice. They're nice racks. Nice place where you can kind of just shoot stuff, which I enjoy doing, if you know what I mean. Hogs and deer and fish sometimes on Tuesdays, and like guns, like knives and weapons and things like that. One day I'll show some people and they'll be like, wow, those are nice. And I say, yeah, those are mine. Texas is a good place. It's a good place with nice people like myself, who I do so say.
Texas, I love the people in Texas. They're all so kind and courteous to me all the time, and it's nice. Darcy, what do you think about Texas? Can you tell us? Please, go ahead. Floor's all yours. You like it?
Where's Darcy? There she is. Where's Darcy? There she is. Where's Darcy? There she is.
Texas is the ultimate place for not only living, but thriving in a loving community, where family is family and love is love, joy is joy, and dead animals are dinner. Texas is the place where amazing memories are formed and new adventures await. There are always stories to be told you'd never heard and people to meet that you could fall in love with. There is always folks greeting you with smiles and happiness, and their laughs are absolutely contagious. Texas, your first or second home in case you don't live there.
Pat dried.
Oh, God.
Quick, smell my face.
It smells fresh.
Wow.
That's pretty scary.